Hey there guys, Farmman Official here and welcome to this Age of Empires 4 video. So some fantastic news, a new patch 9369 is on the way for Age of Empires 4. We really needed this because there's been so many game breaking bugs since the last update. And this is a really good sign that the developers are keeping on top of things. Let's take a look at what they've mentioned in the patch notes. Okay, so it says that we're getting ready to release a small patch for Age of Empires 4 next week that includes a few high profile fixes. We thought you may enjoy a preview, so read on to learn more. Note, upon updating this patch, you will no longer be able to utilize replays from previous updates. At times, saves will be impacted, though we have taken additional steps to ensure that campaign saves are not impacted by this particular update. Skirmish saves from the previous patch are impacted, and will no longer be accessible after you update. So some key information here. What's interesting though is that they've said that this is a preview, so maybe there's actually more things that they're fixing that they've not released in these notes, which would be kind of, I guess, a good thing, but it would be actually quite nice to know what's being fixed as well. So hopefully they'll communicate to us exactly what's just been fixed once the patch actually comes out. Let's take a look at the release notes. Additional tuning done to balance springholds based on player feedback that the unit was too effective. So this is definitely something that's been, mentioned a lot by lots of players, that springholds have been just too importantly strong and, effective at so many different units. So let's take a look at what they've written. Developer note. We've refocused the Springald unit to be strong versus exclusively siege units and not a generalist that is effective against most units. Details include Springald cost has been increased from 200 gold and 200 wood to 250 gold, 250 wood. Springald bonus damage versus siege engines increased from 20 to 90. Wow, that's a huge change. The bonus damage 20 to 90, although the base damage is okay. The base damage has just been reduced, so that kind of makes sense together. Springald base damage reduced from 60 to 30. Springald move speed decreased from 4 to 3.75. So yeah, this kind of makes sense. It shows that generally the Springald is being nerfed in terms of its overall attack and damage, but of course it's being given some bonus damage against siege, which is kind of its intended use anyway. Alright, so fixes for various exploits that saw deleted buildings return too many additional resources. This fix applies to several combinations of buildings and technologies you've reported, including deleting a building with the court architect's tech no longer returns additional resources. Combining the French keep influence and unit generation will no longer result in a refund of additional resources. Similar fixes have been put into place for the Chinese and the Rus civilizations. Deleting or having Rus hunting cabin buildings destroyed will no longer result in increased gold generation. Oh, I didn't even know about that one. That's strange. Okay. Deleting an intersection of stone wall no longer returns additional stone. This was an inclusion in our previous update, but the team has rocked the investigation to ensure that we're on a clean slate. Okay. Abbasid dynasty technologies can no longer be researched at multiple buildings to apply a stacking effect. This previously impacted technologies within the House of Wisdom, including the Phalanx, Composite Bow, and Camel Speed. Okay, this is great because this was actually really broken. Fix for an exploit with the Chinese traders and neutral and allied markets. Yeah, this is probably the most broken bug I found, I think, or saw. But let me know, guys, in the comment section below, which bug did you think was actually the most game breaking in this whole development of the game? Minor stability fixes for crashes encountered on specific DirectX versions. Alright, so let's look into the known issues now. You can find the known issues here at any time. Guys, I'll link this patch notes in the description of the YouTube video if you need to check it out. We are aware of a few additional community reported issues that we are investigating for a fix in a future update. Currently, UI narration is available in English only. When updating from previous versions of the game using a non-English language, you may find narrator UI enabled due to previous settings. To disable this, please switch your language temporarily to English to disable the option from settings. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I guess it's probably more related to the campaign missions, most likely. Anyway, Mongol civilization players can produce additional gold by storing a relic within a prayer tent and then repeatedly packing and unpacking the building. Prelates do not always auto-inspire units when moving between groups. I think it's been there since the beginning of the game, almost. The prelates, it's just been not been fixed for a while, but hopefully, I mean, it's known about, they know about this, doesn't mean it's going to be, well, it means it's probably not going to be fixed in the next patch, I'm afraid. But hopefully this will be done very quickly. Lodger attack ships Rus civilization currently receive additional health if built after researching the armored hull upgrade. Disclaimer, please note that this list is subject to change and should not be considered a comprehensive list of all the known issues that we're tracking. The above is to inform you of the team's current priorities, which will change as other issues arise or take precedence. Okay, so this is very interesting. Hopefully, at least it's given us some ideas of what's going to be changed, and hopefully more is going to be added to it. But yeah, let's just watch the space, and hopefully these bugs will be taken out of the game and the game will just be that much better. It is a great game. The Age of Empires 4 has clearly got so much potential, but hopefully if we can get these bugs out of the game. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what kind of content you'd like to see in Age of Empires 4 going forward. Do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like to keep up to date with Age of Empires 4 news. And if you'd like to see some of the bugs that hopefully will actually be fixed by this patch, click the right end card screen now. Or perhaps you might be looking for build orders for Age of Empires 4. Click the left end card screen now. Take care, guys, and see you next time.